going on, everybody? It's your boy Danny Hendricks. You're now tuning in Fresh Off the Net. So, on December 9th, which was today, but I would say more along the line of December 8th at 10 o'clock p.m., Jermaine Cole, has released his album, which was named For Your Eyes Only. Now, for those who don't know about J. Cole is one of the most underrated artists of all time, in my opinion. I mean, he's not at the same time. He's not underrated, but he is, because he's not appreciated as much as I think he should be. You know, give a backstory about J. Cole. First time I listened to J. Cole was he had the song named In the Morning featuring Drake, and this is when I was like a fucking Drake bandwagon. You know, everything Drake I listened to. I mean, I still do, but I mean, like, I was more obsessed with the guy. So when I heard that song, I was like, yo, this dude's nice. Like, who is this guy right here that's rapping, like, you know, bars, you know? And then he released a mixtape called Friday Night Lights. That fucking mixtape, man. That mixtape and the warm-up, oh my lord is all I gotta say, you know. And J. Cole to me, he's just been one of those artists that I can never get tired of. I love his music, I love his lyrics, I love his delivery, I love everything that he represents in his songs and whatnot. So 2 years ago, on December 9th, actually, today, 2-year anniversary of one of his most iconic albums out, which was 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Forest Hill Drive 2014. I might have got the title backwards. But he dropped this album, and this album was his first album that went platinum without features. Now, he didn't need a Drake feature. He didn't need a Kendrick feature. He did nothing. It was just pure J. Cole, you know? And that album is one of my favorite projects he's ever dropped. Great songs on there. Great songs. One of my favorite songs on there is ultimately one of my top 5 favorite songs by J. Cole, which is Love Yours. Such a great song. So, he dropped this album technically today, but yesterday, For Your Eyes Only. Now, I haven't listened to anything about the album yet. I've seen mostly on Twitter, like, people saying, oh, you know, this album is good, or this album is great, or, like, you know, you get the people like, oh, this album's boring, I don't like J. Cole. Now, let me tell you right now, J. Cole's music are for people that appreciate storytelling and art, and just more than like how people just they expect bangers, you know? Like, you can't compare J. Cole fans to Lil Uzi fans, you know? I wouldn't put it like right there. I put it right here. J. Cole fans are Lil Uzi fans, you know? And like Lil Yachty and all that garbage that's out right now, you know? You got that generation trying to judge music about like J. Cole or like Ab-Soul. Even Ab-Soul too. You know, shout out to Ab-Soul. He just dropped an album yesterday as well, and I heard that shit is incredible. So I'm gonna do a review about that too. But you know, you can't get those two people in the same room, because you get people that just like, you know, like turning up and just all this ratchet shit, and you got J. Cole where storytelling and like stuff you relate to, and then you piece it together. You know what I mean? And you just can't take the opinion of those type of people. So those are like most of the people that I seen giving negative reviews about J. Cole, because they thought like it's supposed to have a banger, this and that. No, it's not like that. Even his last album, 2014 Forest Hill, I can't really name a club banger that was on the album. Maybe the closest thing I can think of is maybe like Wet Dreams, or like Get Off My Dick, you know, by J. Cole. But I mean, those aren't even like bangers, like club bangers, you know. You don't hear people playing that shit in the clubs, but it has the tone to it. But anyways, though, so I decided I want to check out this album myself, and I actually want to do, you know, a track by track reaction to like each of the songs. This album only has 10 songs. So let's start off with track number 1, which is For Whom the Bell Tolls. Let's turn it up a little bit. Oh, by the way, I did buy this album, so I rightfully own it. It's not like I'm downloading like illegal stuff or anything. Yeah. So I see that this is like an intro to the album. It's only like 2 minutes. All right. So I do want to get into like just his songs right away, just to hear like, you know, what they're about, you know. So the first song was the intro. So let's check out the next song. Next song is Immortal. All right. Some awkward screechy.
Now I was barely 17 with a pocket full of hope, screaming dollar in a dream with my closet looking broke and my niggas looking clean, getting caught up with that dope. Have you ever served a fiend with a pocket full of soap? Nigga, I block real niggas don't die. Form on the block, real niggas don't die. Real niggas don't die.
Real niggas don't die.
Have you ever seen a fiend cook crack on
Okay.
a spoon? Have you ever
I fuck with it. I fuck with it so far. I fuck with it.
it.
Next song is Deja Vu.
Trust me, he would die for you. These quiet thoughts that you've been going on for years now. I saw you in the party, soft lips, soft spoken. I came to talk to
Yo,
you
is this
about
Tyson,
homie in the bed.
Bryson Tiller, Tyson Briller, Bryson Tiller beat exchange?
Talk about that love at first sight shit. To keep it real, I don't know whether I believe it's true. But if it is, then tell me if I'm wrong or right. If I fell in love with you before I ever even knew. I catch your eye and look away as
Alright, that shit was mad nice. That was Deja Vu. Now, Ville Mentality. Let's check it out.
how long can I survive with this mentality? Damn it, won't be long before I disappear. Damn it, won't be long before I disappear. You call it running, I call it escaping. Start a new life in a foreign location. Similar to my niggas ducking cases. Can't take the possible time that he faces. How long can I survive with this mentality?
Okay. Now we're about to check out She's Mine Part 1. There it is.
I wanna cry, and I ain't even trying to fight it. Don't wanna die, no. Cause now you're here and I just wanna be right by your side. On any night that you be crying, baby, I'll dry your eyes.
Okay.
I'll try. Another on my new 11s. You read me like a book, like I'm the Bible, you the Reverend. I want to tell the truth to you. I want to talk about my days as a youth to you. Exposing you to all my demons and the reasons I'm this way. I would like to paint a picture, but it'll take more than a day. It would take more than some years to get all over all my fears.
I'm digging it. Alright, next song is Change. We're on track number 6 so far.
My intuition is telling me there'll be better days. I like this tone.
Okay, I like the beat.
My intuition is telling me there'll be better days. I sit in silence and find whenever I meditate. My fears alleviate, my tears evaporate. My faith don't deviate, ideas don't have a date. But see I'm growing and getting stronger with every breath. Bringing me closer to heaven's doors with every step. As we speak, I'm at peace, no longer scared to die. Most niggas don't care and they gon' go to hell. Asking the Father for forgiveness got them overwhelmed. Like the white folks that control the jail. See,
I like this shit. I like this. Alright, yeah. So we're on track number 7, which was titled Neighbors. Yeah. Yeah, those beats are cold right now.
Yes, the neighbors think I'm selling dope, Okay, the neighbors think I'm selling dope. I don't want no picture with the president. I just want to talk to the man. Speak for the boys in the bando. And my nigga never walking again. Apologize if I'm harping again. I know these things happen often, but I'm back on the scene. I was lost in a dream as I write this a teen down in Austin. I've been building me a house back home in the South.
I dig it. I fuck with it. Track number 8, which is Folding Clothes. Okay. Okay. Song's alright. It's not bad. Not bad. Something different. Something really, really different. So now we have a She's Mine Part 2. I wish if I knew how to play the piano. That should be so hard. Probably solve all my life problems, honestly. There's a baby crying in the background. Sounds like that.
Catch me, don't you? Catch me, don't you? Catch me.
So this nigga's really in love in this album. Okay. Hold up.
Somebody in the world where they not loving me. Handcuffs keep hugging thee. Wrist of my niggas and I wish stuff was different here. But if I had a magic wand to make the evil disappear, that means that there would be no Santa Claus no more to bring you Christmas cheer. Cause what he represents is really greed and the need to purchase shit from corporations that make a killing because they feed on the wallets of the poor who be knocking on their door every Black Friday just to get some shit they can't afford. Even with the discount, write a check, the shit bounce. But as long as we got credit, it don't matter the amount. We just swiping shit.
So, you know, before we get into the last track, which is For Your Eyes Only, this She's Mine Part 1 and Part 2 is deep, man. It's really, really deep. I feel like She's Mine Part 1, from what I heard so far, he talks about being in love. And then She's Mine Part 2, I think it might have been about, like, having a child. So does this nigga have a daughter, son or something? I don't know. Well, anyways, let's check the last song, For Your Eyes Only. Okay. It's got like that 90s theme type beat to it. Something like Nas would get on.
Niggas be dying on the daily. It seems my dreams faded for far too long. The consequences deadly. Can't visualize myself as nothing but a criminal. Control the block, serving up rocks and stay subliminal. Cause young niggas is hard headed, they letting off. Full of adrenaline, ignorant to what death can cause. You probably grown now, so this song will hit you. If you hearing this, unfortunately means that I'm no longer with you. In the physical, not even sure if I believe in God, but because you still alive, it got me praying that the spiritual is real.
Okay, you know what?
So I can be a part of you still.
So this song I have to listen to by myself. Hold on though. So let me tell you about what I think this album is about. Now, look, I'm just taking a shot in the dark right now. You know, I just sampled the songs. I was just going through it. I haven't listened to a full song yet. But I'm kind of grasping the atmosphere of the album. And I feel like, you know, and with the title For Your Eyes Only, I feel like he's writing to somebody else. It's not even about him. It's maybe a friend, or maybe like maybe he has a kid or something, and maybe this album is dedicated to his kid. Because, you know, what I just heard from the For Your Eyes Only track, he talked about is, what do you say? He was all like, you know, if you're listening to this, you know, I probably didn't make it, or something like that. And it's just like, maybe he has a baby or something, like a kid that's really, really young, and he or she's not old enough to understand of, like, you know, what he's doing and whatnot. Maybe. I might be just spewing shit right now, honestly. But, you know, for my first impression for this album is I feel like it's really deep. It's not for the people that like to just party to Hotline Bling and, you know, all this little yachty shit, whatever. You know, J. Cole, like I said, J. Cole is for the people that love poetry, that love meaning to it, and love art as music as itself, you know. So, how do I feel about the album so far? I think it's pretty solid. I think it's really solid. I probably still think 2014 Forest Hill Drive will probably still be my favorite album, but I can't decide that yet because I haven't really sat down and listened to the whole album. I was just, you know, skipping through, you know, whatever, just getting the first impression of songs and whatnot, you know. But I feel like this album will be sick. I think this album is going to be really great, and it's going to be it'll probably be another album with, like, that went platinum with no features. So, you know, if you guys think about it, man, 2016 was an incredible year for music. We had all the top dogs drop an album. We had Drake, which I thought his album was mediocre, but it was still good. Frank Ocean finally came out and freaking dropped an album. The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce, Absol, J. Cole, I believe ASAP Ferg. I think he dropped one earlier this year too. Man, just so many great albums this year. It's crazy. So, like, what is 2017? What are we going to be left with 2017 is my question. Like, who's going to drop an album that's going to have us like, oh, like, you know, like shit, you know? Oh, yeah, even Kendrick. Kendrick dropped an album this year, too. The Unmastered, whatever. I wasn't really a fan of it, but still dropped something, you know? So, you know, I think I'm gonna give this album a listen, and I'm going to try to understand the lyrics as much as I can. Like, you know, as much as, like, you know, I listen to Forest Hill Drive. I listen to each song over and over again just to understand everything about it. But, you know, we finally got a new J. Cole album. You know, I'm happy, you know. Kudos to Jermaine Cole, man. You did it. You're an amazing artist, and I hope you still drop more future projects. One question, though. Where the hell is the J. Cole and Kendrick collab? You know, we heard something back in last year, like around this time last year, and then they said, like, something, they're going to drop something in February, and, like, you know how the song will cut off? Nothing happened in February, so I'm still wondering what the hell happened with that. But anyways, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I just noticed that this album does not have that song False Prophets, though. I thought it was part of the album, but I guess not. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. You know, go check this album out if you have not. J. Cole is one artist you may not sleep on. And I say you may not sleep on. You have to give his shit a chance. This guy's fucking amazing. Everybody knows this. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.